Good morning, Goran.
Morning, Tim.
How are you?
Good, good.
Uh, Um, how are you feeling, and how anxious are you to finally get back out there?
I'm feeling okay. Still need to do a lot of work. Uh, the ankle is getting better, so I'm on the right track.
How I know it's hard for you to sit out, but especially when you're not with your guys for a long trip, how hard was it to stay home for those 2 weeks and watch those games on TV?
Yeah, it was tough. I want to be a part of that, but I had to think about my recovery. But luckily we got technology, so I was on FaceTime most of the time with the guys, and talk to them and wish them luck for the game. And I watch every game.
One more for you, Jay. The second half of the season, the schedule comes out today, and it's pretty much going to be like the first half. I mean, teams are going to play every other day, it seems like, or it's going to be really, really hectic. Did that, knowing that it's going to be a really jam-packed schedule the rest of the way, did that affect your decision, and as far as, how smart you have to be about when you can come back and all that? Because, there's no break. There's no rest for anybody when you
Uh,
get back out there.
yeah, definitely. I need to be smart with this ankle that this injury was pretty bad, and that's why I was out for 2 weeks. So we'll see how the ankle gonna react. I went through some hard practices, and uh, we'll see. I mean, definitely, um, you know, I want to be 100% when I get back and help my team. So
Thanks, G. Good to see you, man.
yeah, thank you.
Next, we have Ira Winderman.
Goran, I know that Spo is really good about keeping in touch with players when they're away from the team and maintaining that contact. How much contact did you have either with coach or with players, or just try to stay sort of in the loop with everyone as you were away from the team?
I mean, I was in texting, with coaches, players. Uh, then I FaceTime a couple of times before the game, and Queenie went around the locker room and say hello to everybody and just wish him good luck. And that was it basically. Um, Texting and just try to stay as much as possible connected with the team. I know it's a little bit different when they're on the road, but I had my hands full here with my recovery, and try to get better, and had a lot of work. So
I'm also curious, when you're watching a game from afar and you can't be part of it, what's it like, say, to watch a game like the Warriors game when the team is up 19, it's looking so good, and even at the end, there still are chances. I know what fans feel like. I know that even some media might kick a table or something every now and then. Take us into the Dragic household. What's it like to watch a moment like that?
I mean, it's tough. The first half we play well. Like you said, we were up 19, and then the game kind of slip out of our hands. We couldn't make shots again. Then we give them a couple of easy ones, and they creep back and take that win. But it's probably that's the hardest way to do. To watch home, and oh, why you guys didn't do that or that. When you're on the floor, everything it looks way different. The ball doesn't want to give. You don't have a good possession, especially defensively, and then the tie of the game can turn around quick, especially in NBA, and we already seen that in the past, and that's why we need to be focused all 48 minutes and try to finish game strong.
And last question. In 2018, it was the last minute you were named as an All-Star reserve and got in that way. When you see what Jimmy and Bam have done, including honestly going back to the playoffs and as being part of the defending Eastern Conference champions, and then you saw the All-Star announcements last night, was there maybe a little bit of a surprise that not only didn't they both get in, but that neither got in? Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. I was surprised. Both of those guys deserve to be there. What they did last year was amazing, and even this year when they were playing games, they put huge numbers on there, and yeah, definitely they deserve it. Um, but in the end, I don't know who's making those decisions. Or it's media or coaches or players. Yeah, it was just a lot of different votes that I don't agree with, but it is what it is.
Thank you, Goran.
Next, we have Jason Jackson.
Hey, Goran, good to see you again. Question for you about the schedule even further. For the majority of your career, obviously you have 6 months of your life kind of plotted out in front of you. We've all gotten used to all of this being so different now, but how strange has it been just kind of been on pause to see how the next layer of things we're going to roll out?
The whole season is strange. The whole season, nothing surprised me anymore. So you just need to go, with the flow, go with each day by day, and not to use any excuses and do your work and be professional. On the end of the day, everybody gonna have almost the same schedule, and we'll see. It's still a long way to go until end of the season. We have a lot of more games, and the only focus should be to win all of those games. Most of those games. So try to get to the playoffs.
All right. Up next, we have Anthony Chang.
Hey Goran, when I say that you and Bam and Jimmy have played I think 66 minutes together all season, and you guys are pretty much halfway through the year. What does that say about what you guys have been through as a team? Just not only with the injuries, with the protocol issues and all that, and just not having a lot of the guys available at the same time.
It's too bad that we couldn't play more minutes together, but maybe for something else it's good. We hit adversity right away, and I think so. Then when we're gonna make the playoffs, we already gonna be battle tested, and luckily for us, we have a lot of guys who are playing well, who can step in and finish the job, and that's why we have a deep team. So I try to look at those things on a positive note, and hopefully now when I come back and when AB comes back, basically have a full roster and try to play as better as we can.
And when you're watching on TV during that road trip and you see Kendrick Nunn doing what he did, just the level of efficiency that he had, what growth have you seen from him this season from last year?
We already seen that he can do those things. Last season he had tremendous season. Before that break, he was putting the same numbers. So we know what he's capable of doing. The only question with him was consistency, and finally now I think so the last 8-9 games he's shown that, and he was tremendous for this team, and he still is. The player that we want him to be aggressive, to take shots, and to make decisions, and he's playing amazing basketball right now.
Next, we have Mike DePasquale with WSVN Channel 7.
Goran, good to see you today. I want to follow up on the second half of the season schedule coming out. Is it more a sprint right now because of the way it's condensed to solidify a playoff spot?
Sprint. I would not say a sprint, but every game counts. Especially, it's a bunch of teams that they are bunched together. It's only 1 or 2 games, separates us from the fifth or sixth spot. So, every game counts from now on, and we have to be focused and prepared well for those games, and try to win as many games as we can.
Thank you, Goran.
All right, that's it, G. Thank you.
Thank you.